So Enlisted has released the Suspended Armaments update almost a month ago, and as of right now, the plane situation has gone worst. For those who don't know what this is essentially the ability to drop rockets and bombs separately. And what that does is that for those who don't know what they're doing, it's pretty hard to do, and for those who do know what they're doing, they get massive kills. And from what it seems like, there are people getting a lot more kills than they are used to. So without further ado, in this video, we're going to be talking about the Suspended Armaments update, which came out almost a month ago, why this has almost completely changed the vehicle system, and to be exact, the plane system, and what Enlisted can potentially do to fix this. And without further ado, let's get started. Starting with the improved Suspended Armaments. This is the ability to drop and fire rockets separately. For those who don't understand, what originally Enlisted had in mind was that they fire them and drop bombs in pairs. I.e., if you have 16 rockets, you have 8 salvos. If you have 2 bombs, you have 1 drop. So that's that. Overall, it's not a bad idea, but with the increase of essentially munitions, because you get to drop them separately, so 16 rockets means that you get to fire a rocket 16 times, which is pretty much insane. And in the case of the P-47, 10 rockets, which means essentially 10 drops, gives you the ability to essentially nuke entire ground level. Now, if you have some patience and if you know what you're doing, you can easily kill the entire team because you have 10 rockets instead of the 5 salvos. And let's be honest, for those who know what they're doing, which is once again isn't hard, all you have to do is just to fire rockets at massive clumps of people, they die, and you have essentially 9 more rockets. You can continuously do this until you run out of rockets, and you can just go back, restock, come back, and you have an extra 10 more rockets plus a bomb. Of course, I am talking about the P-47 in this case, but in other cases, other planes also have this situation, except to a lesser extreme. For example, the F4U Corsair, or the Enlisted likes to call it the ACP, has the exact same issue except for 8 rockets, I believe. The German rocket planes also even have a buff, except for the fact that, once again, the Germans have less rockets, although some planes are buffed, such as the Bf-109 with the 30mm cannons, and for rocket staffing has just gone buffed because of the new rocket update. And overall, what I'm trying to say is that Enlisted's rocket and slash bombs and whatever situation has just gone worse. Most notably in terms of the rockets, because apparently as of right now, there are just more rockets than bombs, but once again, still, the entire situation as of Enlisted right now is that there are a lot more planes that can essentially nuke the entire point and go away. Hence, people are going to be asking me, so how do we counter this? And the situation is easy, and it's actually counterintuitive to what I think Enlisted wants to do. From what it appears that the entire reason why Enlisted wants to do this is because I believe Enlisted wants to essentially nerf the vehicles. Unfortunately for Enlisted, I think it kind of did the opposite, but for those who do know how to play planes, it's actually much more devastating to play a plane, because all you have to do is to wait, see, and then fire rockets. Essentially, this is actually much more easier than you think, and it takes very little time to master and play a plane. I have entire guides on this. But what I'm trying to say is that I think Enlisted was, in this update, trying to debuff the plane and bomber situation. What it did instead was, well, buff the situation, of course. That said, the best way to counter this, which is against Enlisted's entire idea, is to once again play planes. And to be exact, the only way that you can take out planes right now is either you go engineer, build an AA, and destroy the enemy plane out of the sky, which is easier said than done, because, well, let's just say, not everyone is building AAs. And the other thing is to play planes, and to be exact, fighters. For example, if you have a T-47 on the enemy team, please bring out a Bf-109K4. That thing is devastating. As a matter of fact, any plane for the Germans can take out P-47s pretty easily. On the other hand, if you have a player who is dropping bombs constantly on your team, please bring out a plane and shoot them down. It pretty much goes without saying that this is the best way to counter planes, and this is why planes are once again the most devastating thing as of right now in Enlisted. Besides tanks, of course. So that's that. Have a great day, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the Discord. Comment in the comment section down below of what do you think about this update that came almost a month ago. I'm kind of behind, guys. And I'll see you in the next one.